I never know what to do for a YouTube intro, and I don't want to do one of those cliche YouTube intros from like 2014 where it's just their name bouncing in italics with royalty-free rave music just going bum, 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 and then it cuts to them like all happy, like, oh, hello. Like, no, that's just so weird. But hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Vibe Talks on YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about aliens. Yay, aliens. Yeah, I know. We're going to get into a bit of a rant about it. I've divided my rant into 4 parts. Part 1 is going to be, are aliens real? Part 2 is why haven't we seen any? Part 3 is what would aliens look like? And part 4 is why aliens interacting with us might be the end of humanity. I know, that's the most interesting one. But anyways, let's get into the rant. Are aliens real? I would say yes, because statistically, they have to be. I'm going to give you a little like Neil deGrasse Tyson quote. He's one of my favorite astrophysicists. He talks about how there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand in all of Earth. Think about that. That's a lot of sand. That's a lot of stars. We're on one star, one planet. If there's so many stars, there has to be aliens, statistically speaking. So, bringing us to our next part, why haven't we seen any? Well, this is gonna be a lengthy explanation, but if you don't know what the Fermi Paradox is, I'm gonna explain it. It was a paradox created by Enrico Fermi, an American-Italian physicist. And it basically like talks about why there are no aliens. And it just generally states, if statistically speaking, there has to be aliens because there's so many stars in the universe, and the universe has been around for so long, and there's so many planets in the Goldilocks zone. The Goldilocks zone is the perfect distance between a planet's star and their planet to where they can have liquid water, which can sustain life. I'm just explaining that. But if all of that happens, why is there no aliens? Why are there no aliens? That's the Fermi Paradox. And it explains it using the Great Filter. The Great Filter. The Great Filter is just really explaining why there are no aliens. And it explains that there's a blockade between non-living matter transforming to living matter, which we've already passed. So, go humans. But there's another blockade between living matter, us, continuing to live. Because it seems like if you look back at the last extinctions of our other life that's been on Earth, like dinosaurs, like weird animals, I don't even know what they're called, like T-Rexes, those are dinosaurs. Anyways, if you look at that, they all die. Next is, what would aliens look like? Now, I'm going to throw a few pictures of what people depict aliens as looking like. Everyone knows the classic one. It's a slightly shorter person, basically, with a really big, oddly shaped oval head with massive eyes, and they're gray. Why do we think they look like that? And the only way I would see that as being feasible is if the aliens that might be at Area 51 look like that, and then people were like, oh, we're just gonna like draw them out and then put them on like the internet. But no, we don't know what they look like. They could not even have eyes. They might be the size of a quarter, or they might be 1,000 feet tall. We don't know what aliens look like. So I'm always sitting here thinking to myself, why do people always think that they're gonna look like that? Because we don't know. I mean, maybe the people that are like telling stories about how they got like abducted by aliens and probed say they look like that, but like, I don't see us knowing what they look like, because we just generally wouldn't know. Our senses we're used to, but if they're from 1,000,000 miles away or 4 light years away or something, they might look completely different than us. They might not have noses, eyes, ears. They might have 1 leg and a tentacle. We don't know. So why are we trying to depict them to kind of look like us, but just a little weirder? Like, no, I don't get that. And the last part, this is going to be a lengthy part, is why aliens interacting with us might be the death of humanity. Now, some people think aliens interacting with us would be the coolest thing in the world. Now, I would agree that I would love to see aliens. I want to see what they look like, because I don't know what they look like. And I'm not going to agree with the little short gray man that has bulging eyes. No, he doesn't look like that. Aliens don't look like that. They might not even be he, she, or whatever. They might be anything. They might all be the same gender. Who knows? Okay. Calm yourself down, Joe. But aliens interacting with us, if they meet us first, we're screwed. And I can simply explain why. If you are from the U.S., you know Christopher Columbus. He sailed the seas in 92, 26, I don't know. He sailed the seas, he went to America, the U.S., and he interacted with the Native Americans. Now, Christopher Columbus was more technologically advanced than the Native Americans, and he interacted with them. He saw them before they saw him, and it ended very badly for them. He took advantage of them. Him and his people took advantage of the Native Americans. Now, the same thing would happen to us. If aliens came to us, and before we came to them, they would literally screw us over. We would be dead. All of us, dead. We would all be dead. Literally. Because why would they want to be peaceful with us? If they're so much more technologically advanced and they come with us, why would they help us? That's like us going to a planet of like chickens and being like, oh yeah, we're going to make peace with them. We're going to be like, no, they're chickens. Why are we making peace with them? Just use them. Like we can take their resources. That's what they're going to do with us. They're going to do the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing's going to happen, I swear. But yeah, that always annoys me when people are like, oh, it'd be so peaceful. No, we would be dead, bruh. If they're more intelligent than us, why would they want to be peaceful with us? I just never understand that thought process. But yeah. Also, adding a little part to this rant, everyone's heard about stories of people getting abducted and getting probed. Now this is my question. Why do aliens want to probe us? If you don't know what probing is, please look it up. But what's the gain from probing us? I don't get it. I don't get it. Adding on to the end of my rant, I'm going to share a little story. When I was outside one time, it was very late at night. I don't know if I saw aliens or not. I'm going to explain the story. I don't know if I saw aliens, but you guys can determine what I saw. I'm looking up at the night sky. I like looking at the stars. The stars are nice. Why would I not like looking at the stars? It's beautiful. I'm looking up at the stars, and I'm gazing, and I see something move. And I've seen shooting stars, and I was with my friends, and they're like, that's a shooting star. I said, that's not a shooting star. It's very far away, and it was the size of a star. Shooting stars are generally bigger, and they're bright, but it was very large, and it was moving like oddly fast, and then it would cut back, and it would cut forward, it would cut back. And it wasn't a plane, because planes have the little flashy things so they don't hit towers and stuff and other planes. It was moving so weird, and it was so far away, and I was like, I swear to God, I'm going to get abducted. And I said this, and I was just being an idiot. I was like, if you're an alien, come closer to us. And I swear to you, it got bright. It got so bright, and then it dimmed, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get abducted. I'm going to get probed like everybody else. I'm going to be that crazy guy that's telling stories about getting probed. And then it didn't happen, thank God. I mean, maybe it did, and they wiped my memory. Who knows? But it was terrifying. I don't know if I saw aliens. I looked it up, and the people that like run those alien websites told me, I didn't contact them, but I looked it up. They said that it wasn't aliens. They said it was people from the future. Because 2020, as everyone knows, is a very interesting year. A lot of stuff is going down, and they said they wanted to come back and look at it. But that made me question time travel now. Because why would, what if it was me? Oh God, what if it was me? What if it's me looking back at myself in 2050 or something like that? That'd be so creepy. It made me question whether or not time travel's possible. And then I'm like, no, that can't be true. Because in my mind, time travel can only be possible from the second that you first make the time travel machine. If you don't know what I mean, say you invent a time travel machine right now. You're not going to be able to go back to the dinosaurs because there wasn't a time travel machine. There's nothing for you to morph to in the past. But if you make a time travel machine, you can always travel back to that time. So then, a little conspiracy here. Is somebody hiding a time travel machine from us? Is time travel invented now? Was it invented a while ago? Who knows? I don't even know what this rant has evolved to, because I was talking about aliens, now I'm talking about time travel. They're kind of the same. They're kind of intertwined, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that scared me. I swear I thought I saw aliens, and I freaked out, and I talked to them, and then it got bright. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get probed. Maybe I did. What if they wiped my memory? Oh my God. But yeah. Have any of you guys gotten probed? Let me know in the comments. Have you guys ever seen aliens? Let me know in the comments. What do you think aliens look like? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, leave a like on this video and let me know what you want me to rant about next. Thank you. Have a nice night, nice day. I don't know.